to the Spider Jones Show on News Talk 1010 CFRB.
All right, we're back, 4:37 here on CFRB. Into the Spider's Web, the lovable one, Spider Jones. Hello, big city. You're looking mighty pretty on a Sunday afternoon. We've finally tracked him down from New York City, the star of the true life inspirational movie called Invincible. It is #1 at the box office this week, and the lead in it, Mark Wahlburg. And Mark, thanks for joining us.
Oh, Spider, thanks for having me, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing cool, man. First of all, let me apologize. I know you're out on the golf course and with your daughter and that, and maybe I pulled you away from your game. Are you playing well out there today, or what? Is it serious, or are you just chilling out, sort of?
No, we're just hanging out, spending some time with my daughter.
Well, that's good. Hey, congratulations, by the way, on Invincible. Man, I mean, the movie's #1 at the box office, and it's a great inspirational story.
Yeah, you know, it's really so much more than just about Vince Papale making the NFL. It's really about anybody who's ever been told no, or that they couldn't, or that they shouldn't. And everybody, men, women, children, young and old, are really feeling inspired from seeing the movie. And I've never had that kind of experience as an actor or a filmmaker, so it really is a joy to be a part of it.
You say that because, I mean, here's a guy, you've been in a lot of movies. I've seen you, you've acted, you've been with Clooney and Ice Cube and Faye Dunaway, Ellen Bernstein. You've been in so many movies, and you say, is this the movie that sort of perhaps motivated you the most or touched you the most?
Oh, definitely. Vince Papale is a guy who's inspired me on and off the field. He's a great person. He's a great parent. He's a great husband. He was a great son, and he continues to try to motivate people to go out there and pursue their dreams and never take no for an answer. You know, I've accomplished a lot in my career, but I look up to Vince Papale, and I hope to be more like him as I grow older.
We're talking with Mark Wahlburg. He's starring in a true life inspirational movie called Invincible. And this is about Vince Papale. Here's a guy, a 30-year-old part-time bartender. The guy had only played 1 year of high school football. And this is back in the 70s when the Philadelphia Eagles were suffering some hard times. Mm-hmm. And they put out a call. Anybody wants to try for this team, come on. And out comes this guy. And he makes it.
Well, you know what? He had so much heart and determination and will, and he loved the Eagles so much that he was willing to sacrifice life and limb every time down the field to help them win. You know, he never played for himself. He always played for the team, and as you know, Spider, that doesn't exist in sports today. You know, everybody's about the contract and, you know, what's best for them, and I understand that to a certain extent, but the normal fans don't understand that. They care about their team, and all they want to do is see their team play good and their team play hard, and everybody give it their all. And Vince Papale really kind of influenced everybody else around him, and it affected everybody else around him and motivated them to working just as hard. And 3 years later, the Eagles were in the Super Bowl.
We're talking with actor Mark Wahlburg, who's starring in Invincible. And I looked at some of the behind-the-scenes shooting of that. I got to tell you, my brother, you took some pretty heavy hits at times.
Well, you know, being a football fan and knowing the key to any movie working is the believability, in my opinion. And I wanted to make it real, so people like myself would enjoy the movie, because you can't really fake NFL action. Mm-hmm. So we went out there and we made it real. I mean, it was hard, and you know, I got my head handed to me, you know, pretty much every day, but it was worth it. That's who Vince Papale was, so that's who I had to put up on the screen.
You know what? That's a lot about you and every day, Mark Wahlberg. Because I want to talk. You know, one of the things that really impressed me about you, not just, I mean, you've made some great movies, The Perfect Storm, The Italian Job, Boogie Nights. I remember Copland, a rock star, phenomenal in that. But in your everyday life, you're a guy that grew up a wayward kid like myself. That's we share these things in common. You turned your life around, and you are a guy that gives back. I know for a fact that HBO Juvie documentary you did, that was you, and you really do a lot of things, man. You don't just walk the walk, you do talk the talk in real life.
Well, you cannot turn your back on where you came from. I want to try. I know I've been given an opportunity by God, and I've been put in this position to help out kids like myself who didn't have the opportunities that I had. And, you know, that's what it's all about. It's about giving back, and it's about trying to help people. I know the good Lord didn't put me in this position to forget about where I came from and turn my back on it. It's really to try to uplift it and better the situation.
Hey, what was it? Let me ask you very quickly, Mark Wahlberg. What's the transition between you were with Marky Mark and you had that you had the vibe, good vibes, the vibration. It was a rap. Then you get into the acting. How did that happen?
You know, like Vince Papali, when I told everybody I wanted to be an actor, everybody kind of laughed at me, and nobody took me seriously. But I thought it was something that I could do, and I knew that the only way I would accomplish it is if I just gave it my all, attention and focus-wise. And I just worked really hard to become good. I didn't want to become a movie star. I just wanted the people to believe me as an actor and feel what I was doing emotionally. And because of my commitment, all these amazing things have happened to me.
You know, one of the things that impressed me was Tim Burton. He's the one who directed Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, well, he said, you know what? He says, the reason you're a great actor, he says, is your ability to appear natural on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a huge compliment, especially coming from a guy like him.
It is. It is.
Well, you know what? That's all I ever wanted. So you know what? I've accomplished it. I'm so happy. You know, my life couldn't be better. My children are healthy and happy. You know, work is good, but it's not all about work. You know, it's about having the focus and the ability to recognize what's most important, which is balancing out what I'm doing with my career and what I need to be doing to help others.
One last question before we let you go, Mark Wahlberg. What are you doing these days? I know you're busy. You're working on other movies. What's going on?
Shooting a movie in Vancouver right now. We've got Entourage on HBO, and we've got a couple of other shows now in development that we'll be introducing next year. And, you know, trying to get my golf game good. Trying to see as many fights as possible. You know, football season starting.
Yeah.
Life is good.
Now, is Philly your team, or are you a New England Patriots fan?
I'm a Patriots fan, but
right.
If it's not the Patriots, I definitely am an Eagles fan now as well.
That's the right answer,
the fans
too.
of Philadelphia won me over.
Hey, let's thank Rasta Phil for hooking us up, too, because Rasta Phil is an awesome dude, man.
Rasta Phil is my best friend since I was a kid. He's been a huge influence in my life spiritually. Love him.
There you go.
Brother. You know, anytime I'm there, he's with me. And, you know, couldn't have done any of this without him. He's always kind of reminded me of where I've come from and where I need to be mentally and spiritually. And, you know, he always kind of, you know, keeps me on the ground.
Mark Wahlberg, thank you very much for taking this time out. And when you come to Toronto, please come into the CFRB studios and hook up with us because you got a lot of fans here.
We must go get some Jamaican food.
All right, my friend.
All right,
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That is Mark Wahlberg, and he's starring in the True Life movie Invincible. We're coming back. We're going to continue the other conversation. We'll go back to the phones, but first, at 4:45, into the CFRB All-Day Traffic Center.